Hey, howdy everyone, it's me, slightly less medicated Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system located underneath the Art Villa found somewhere in the jungles of the Midwest. And today I'm coming to you with a new addition to our family, Spartacus, the Frenchie, named Spartacus, or Sparky for short. He's got a floppy ear. You have to tape their ears. There's no surgery involved. It's just a little tape. You just train it to stand up. We're going to see if that works. If not, we'll accept him as he is. Spartacus. So what's been happening? The last time I came to you all was, you can sit down there, Spartacus. Just make yourself comfortable. I could never do this with Luna because Luna is always, even though we calm trained her, she will not set still for this. He's going to go to sleep right now. All right, so the big shutdown happened the last time I came to you. Remember? Oh my God. Half price, full price, super high price books was closed. And St. Vincent de Paul was closed. The record stores were closed. So I went to Myers because they were open. And I was going to go in there. I already had this. So I went in and I got some exercise equipment. Now I went there the other day because I bought these two 12-pound dumbbells, right? And I just got one day I was doing my exercise. I thought, why does this one doesn't feel right? Well, they're both made by the same company. They're both exactly the same, but the handles on the right one, is not as thick as the handle on the left one. I don't know how that happened at the factory. Sleepy. It's still morning here in the Midwest. For me, 10 o'clock. And then I ordered a few things on Amazon at first. And then, of course, as you all know, in 2 weeks, it's been, no, 3 weeks now, right? 3 weeks. Of course, Amazon was like, oh, we offer Prime, and then we don't. Now it's like, oh, well, kind of when we want to. How are they going to make that up to people? This is just so crazy. Because there's a lot of propaganda out there, right? I mean, there's like people say, well, you ought to, if you own an apartment building, you ought to just give away, let people stay there for free. But nobody ever figures out that there's a whole chain of people that need to get paid sometime. Banks, insurance companies, mortgage companies. Well, you need to be rich enough. You need to be a rich person, an evil rich person. So you could just own your apartment building outright and be able to afford your gas and water and electric bill if, in fact, as a landowner you pay for that, your property tax. All these things. It's just not that. It's just not that way. It's with everything, like hospitals. Yeah, well, you ought to just donate your services to rich, evil hospital corporations. And there's nobody in them anymore. Well, not here anyway. That hasn't really hit here, like you see other places. Oh, that's right. So, speaking of health concerns, oh my God. So and my wife came down off of like a 4-day migraine. You can't even imagine. Jesus. Oh, and there's medications for migraine, which are better now than they used to be, but still, you get them, right? So we get up in the morning, and she says, "I got to go to the emergency room." I'm like, "Oh no, we can't not for no migraine. This is the worst thing in the world to have to do because of the coronavirus, right? I'm having a heart attack." What? No, are you sure? You better be sure. Oh my God, this is just incredible. I've been to the emergency room so many times with the migraine thing that it's just, this is not a special occasion. So if I appear to seem to be insensitive about this, it's just that I'm well conditioned to doing this kind of thing. This is going to be a nightmare. So we go there, and the parking lot's empty. The emergency room parking lot's empty. You go to the door to let the patient in, and they won't let you in. Of course, you all know that now, but at the time it was like 1 or 2 days of doing this. They sealed everything up, put extra doors and seals and plastic all over. They got the cop standing outside instead of inside. He's standing outside. So they took my phone number. I sat in the parking lot for an hour and a half. Like, nothing. So I just left and drove. 3 hours later, I get a call from a doctor and said, everything's fine. That's right, heart attack. 90% closure in one of the things that your blood must go through. The little tubes that are in your chest that the blood goes through. So they kept her overnight. I went back, picked her up. Usually they keep you for 3 days, but I didn't want to pay the extra charge. So 2 days later, she wakes up in the morning and says, I think I'm having a problem. Just problem. No, everything's fine. I'm going to go get an EKG. I'm like, okay. So I thought you go get an EKG and you come home. Well, no, not. When the EKG comes back and it's not right, they back in the room and ran tubes up there inside again. And the doctor says, well, no, wait a minute. There's really nothing wrong up there. And she's a cardiac nurse, right? So she's got a good guy working on her. It turns out it's what's this medication you're taking? I've never heard of it. It's the migraine medication. Well, that's causing this arrhythmia. So in 3 days, 2 holes, poked in you that hurt. Poor thing. So that was kind of exciting. And then we got the puppy. It's like, oh, look at you get that. This is how it works. So she'll go to pet stores and take pictures of puppies and come home and show them to me, right? And I know, but oh, that's interesting. That dog, look at that. Oh, there's a spot there. Yeah. So this dog was like, wow, that's a pretty cute dog. So just by saying that, it's like, you want the dog. I know you want it. How much is it? It costs an arm and a leg, but we're getting older. We don't need them anymore. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, Frenchies are so expensive. So the next day, there's no place open, right? Oh, I have to go, where did you say? Usually the code word for just going out is, I have to go to the store. Well, that could mean anything, right? And I'll be right back, but it's never, it's like half a day later, right? So I'm working in the yard, and I'm thinking, she's picking up this dog. I just know better, you can't slip one past me. So you get home and pull the dog out of me. He's pretty cute. He's got a cute floppy ears. He's so sleepy. See how sleepy he is? You want to see him again? Spartacus. That's right. That's the big news. I've been spray painting flamingos. I got a couple of new ones. So everything's closed, right? You know that. But Lowe's and Home Depot were open, and they in our area allow dogs. Home Depot, I think it's a store pilot, a national corporation policy. Lowe's, they leave it up to anyway. People take their dogs there, right? So we go in there, and it's fine. Just because you want to get out of the house. No, everybody feels, you have to stay home. Oh, you're horrible, and the federal government should send out the National Guard and clamp down on everything and shoot people walking around in the street because they could spread the virus. So we go to Home Depot. We did buy stuff. So, and then they closed that the next day, so they only let so many people in. You couldn't even get in the store without waiting in line. So we went to Lowe's, and the Lowe's guys that work there were like, oh yeah, Home Depot, they just let so many people in now. That'll be next year. And then there's this really tall older guy, older than me, working at the cash register. He only had one hand. He had a whole full arm, so he was like, and he didn't know any social distancing. So he'd get close to you and he would pet Luna. We had Luna, pet Luna with his one good hand and his stumpy arm. He was kind of cute. He really liked her. And so where else did we take her? You could still go to the parks, and I started running. So anyway, so at the home, I bought some more tools to work out with. I bought the springy thing that comes in like beginners and lightweight, and then normal, and then professional. So I think I work out a lot, right? So there's professional, and then there's the super duper one. I'm thinking, how hard could the professional one be? It was almost like trying to bend a bar of iron, right, in two. So I could put it on my knee and pull back and bring it up and push it in. There's straps on it, so if one end goes flying, you don't like knock a wall down with it or something, or your head would just go right off. So that and what else is on it? There was one other thing I can't remember now. Oh, I bought I call it it's a kettlebell, right? It's like a cannonball with a. So this young girl, she gets off the UPS truck, and it's a FedEx truck, and she's holding the thing. It's not in the box, completely packed. When I held it, I was rolling around. I could feel it. And I said, "Oh, that's too heavy. You need to carry it all the way down there." And she probably would rather carry it to the door. I'm like, "No, get close to me." So I went out and she gives it to me, and I said, "Oh, it's a cannonball." And she goes, "Oh, that's cool." So it felt like a cannonball in a box. 30 pounds, right? So I haven't looked at any videos, but at the gym I'll see people flinging them around. I'm like, and that's the last thing that I've been able to do is like, oh, at 63, bending over and pulling stuff up and bending over and kneeling and standing up. It still makes you dizzy. I don't like it. So, but if you don't like something, it's worth doing. Forcing yourself to do it. That's anyways. So that and that's. I thought, well, maybe I could buy a grip for my uneven dumbbell. I hate it. So I went back to Myers. That's right. Finally, I went back after all this time, and the little exercise aisle had got completely stripped. Not almost. There's a few things, but mostly stripped. So I said, well, sure, bought stock and home exercise equipment, but not the bike that you pay $60 to ride. Is that crazy or what? So then they apparently got studios. I didn't know anything about it. And you have a computer screen stuck on the bike, and you watch an instructor, or maybe they do yoga or something. I think they have a number of classes. Well, they got one instructor that got the coronavirus, so they had to shut everything down. It's nuts. I don't understand it. It just seems like something's going on. And never mind. I said, wait, I'm not going to get into that or not. So I got some records I'm going to share. Because he's so comfortable, he doesn't care. He's just records. You can share records. He's kind of looking at stuff down here, though. Oh, he's got a sleepy in his eye. Oh, Sparky. Get the sleepy out of your eye. So there may be other occasions in this video that I'll insert a cute dog video. Sparky actually doing something. See, we got the Darth Vader toy for, not for you, for Spartacus. There wasn't a tag on it, and they spent 15 minutes trying to find a price on it, and then they just gave it to us because we spent so much money at the store. Not here, you sit. Oh, how are we going to work this? Up. That's right. There you go. Oh, Luna.
She wants a toy.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna let that happen. He ain't gonna happen, little buttercup. Look at the baby. Oh my goodness. He loves it.
He does love it.
Oh my gosh, he loves it.
It's the best Darth Vader he ever had. There he goes. Back and forth with Darth Vader. It was worth the trip. Just to get that one toy.
He's smart.
That one free toy.
What you doing? Luna needs something.
Luna needs something.
Where's her bones?
I don't know.
Give her one.
They're all in there. I didn't get her anything. I just got treats for the new boy, Spartacus. Sorry, Luna. Do that right now. Let's go right to the records. Okay. And I do have records, even though you can't get records anywhere. The few things that I sell on eBay, it seems like more people are, ordering stuff on eBay because they have nothing else to do. Let's go right to the records. This is the living constitution. Who cares about that? Oh my God, it should be an interesting bit of something or other. Oh, it's actually a historical record out of California. Can you believe that? That's right. Speaking of exotic places like California. Oh no, this is stuck to this. Oh no, Spartacus. He's got to go to the vet today. Did I say that? We do have someplace to go. It's Al Goodman's South Pacific. It's a wonderful cover, don't you think? From Parade Records. Felix Slacken conducts fantastic percussion. I've got this one, but now I've got another copy of it. This one's in stereo. I bet I don't have a stereo copy. It's Joe Stafford. Joe Whispering Hope. Let's see, I put a sticker and a thing right over it. You can even tell at the time. Whispering Hope. Who else is a Don McRae? He must be a singer too, right? On the back. Was it a movie or something? Let's go on to the next one. Oh yeah, it's Billy Williams. Billy Williams singing on Mercury. Yeah, there it is. That's the same picture on the front. It's on the back, isn't it? Isn't it? Uh-oh. You're not going to get all feisty on me. I got to hold up records. I bought this because it's a wonderful cover. It's a dancing girl on a rocket. Acorn, Budgety Budget, Hudson Record Company. Jets, Trains. This is a sound effects record. Kugak Caricatures. So I was in an antique store a while back, and there was a Kugak painting there, and it was $300, and I should have bought it. It was gone the next time I went there. But it was really wonderfully, the technique was quite good, and it was just kind of in a cartoon style. I didn't know he did paintings, but apparently he did. It was pretty awesome. But anyway, oh, this is a wonderful cover. It's been a while since I've seen these records. It's a Dixieland record, the Dixie Cats. How can you go wrong with that? There's some cute cats on the front, and there's some cute cats on the back. This is the Dixie Cats. That's right. That'll be fun. Maddox Brothers and Rose, whoever Rose is. Budget Wrangler, never heard of it. Budgety Budget. Hello, good morning. Good morning. It's Hawaii Honeymoon, the Waikikis. The Waikikis. Oh my gosh. Long Lonely Nights, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I think I've got this one, but I'm not sure. It's the West Family. It's a gospel record on the stack. The West Family sings Glorified Body out of Hamilton, Ohio. Here they are in the back. The West Family. The double record set. Sarah Mon Till. United Records. She's some kind of Broadway dude. I don't know. There's a lot of Latin stuff on here, Latin titles. I hope she does her singing in her Broadway voice. That's all I can say about that. The Shadow of Your Smile, Phil Lapina at the Theater Organ. Great cover, but no matter what you do with an organ, it just sounds like an organ. At theater organ, you can do other things with other organs. Some people made a lot of money playing the organ. Pilgrims Making a Journey. It's the Rhythmaires Quartet. They're out of Alabama, but it looks local, doesn't it? That's right, it looks local. It is. It's just Queen City. The Queen City Press. The Sacred Hymn Trio. Thank you, Lord. This could be good. Where are they out of? Mason, Ohio, right there. That's them on the back. It's George Shearing. I think I've got this one, but you know how that goes. It's a George Shearing album. We're almost done, buddy. We're almost done with this stack. The music of Jerome Kern and the Melashrino Strings and Orchestra. That'll be rocking. And not K-Star, it's Gene Shepard. Heartaches and Tears. She made a lot of music. You got a nice voice, I like it. The Isaac Hayes Movement. Why? Well, it was $1 apparently. So I picked it up. There he is in a spirally psychedelic spiral on the back, and there he is in a stripedy psychedelic outfit. There, and got to show this. Oh, I have to clean it off. It's dusty. Isaac Hayes is dusty, but we'll clean him off. That's probably already on YouTube. I bet this is on YouTube. There's not one copy of Jean Plax in his sweet piano melodies. But there's a bird on the front. It's a nice cover. Getting down the end of the stack, it's just traditional songs of the Caribbean. Yeah, probably. This will be Caribbean singing. It's 1979. I'm sure it probably already got. This is probably just what's it on? International Music Edition. Never heard of it. There'll be something fun, something short and sweet on that, maybe to share. And last but not least, because I put it at the bottom of the stack, it's a sealed Billy Thundercloud and the Chief Tones. 1974. It looks newer than that, but it's not. 1974, and I've got one. I don't know if I got this one, but I think I've got another one. Is sort of Indian flavored, Native American flavored pop music from the 70s. Okay, now we're gonna have to show you again. You ready? You want to be seen again? Where we get your ear taped up? Say goodbye to the people. I'm going to say goodbye. Say goodbye. Goodbye. That's you in the screen. Can you see yourself? Okay.
Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte, perderte después. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, ay, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte otra vez. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos, verte junto a mí. Piensa que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de ti. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte después. Bésame mucho, que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte después.